Hey guys, look at this. This is my 5-year-old Android phone and it's running full native Linux. Not with root, not with VNC, and not with laggy performance. This is real Linux, a full desktop environment, and real GPU acceleration running directly on an Android phone. And it can even run Windows applications right from the start. And if this looks unbelievable, stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have the same setup running on your own device. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to install Linux on any Android phone without root, with proper GPU acceleration, and without using VNC at all. But before we jump into the installation, let me show you what this setup can actually do. Let me open Firefox, and you will see, web browsing works exactly like it does on a PC. Pages load normally, scrolling is smooth, and videos play without lag. This is not a mobile browser. This is full desktop Firefox running on Android. It also comes with the Thunar file manager, and this makes everything feel instantly familiar. I can browse folders, manage files, and work with storage just like I would on a regular PC. From here, I can directly access my phone's internal storage. I can open files, move them around, copy data between folders, and even extract zip files in just one click. Now, let me show you something most people won't believe. I'm going to run a Windows exe file on this Android phone. I've already downloaded a Windows application, in this case, Explorer++. You can see the exe file right here inside the Linux desktop. Now I'll open the terminal. All I have to do is type wine, then the name of the exe file, and hit enter. And just like that, the Windows app launches. This is a real Windows application running inside Linux, which itself is running on Android. I can also run development tools like VS Code, use terminal-based utilities, and multitask with multiple windows open at the same time. If you're working on any real project, you can simply pull the repository and start working on it right away. Whether it's front-end or back-end development, everything runs smoothly, just like on a regular PC. You can use this setup in touch mode, but for the best experience, I highly recommend using a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse. Connect your phone to a monitor or desktop setup, and you'll instantly get a full PC-like vibe using just your Android phone. If you're using a Windows PC, you can mirror your phone screen using SCRCPY and enjoy the Linux desktop directly on your computer display. And if you're on a Samsung phone, Samsung DeX works incredibly well with this setup and truly turns your phone into a proper desktop replacement. Just a quick note, sudo doesn't work here, but apt does. You can also use pkg, which is the recommended package manager in Termux. Many packages install fine, but not every Linux app is supported in this setup. So now you've seen what this setup can do and what it can't. Let's install a real Linux desktop on any Android phone. First, head over to the GitHub link mentioned in the description. This repository has clear, detailed instructions, so you can always come back here if you get stuck at any point. Next, download the Termux app and the Termux-X11 app. Make sure you download both of them from their official GitHub repositories. This is very important because you'll get the latest version and everything will work properly. Once they're downloaded, go ahead and install both apps on your Android phone. Next, we need to stop Android from killing background processes. For that, open developer options on your phone and disable child process restrictions. This basically allows Termux and the Linux environment to run properly in the background, without Android force closing them. In my case, I'm using a custom ROM, so this option isn't available on this phone. But as you can see, it is available on my Pixel 6a. You'll also see this option on your device. Just enable the toggle and move on. Once you enable it, you need to restart your phone. Now, just to confirm, my device is not rooted at all. So yes, this entire method works without root access. Next, open the Termux app and copy the one-line installation command from my GitHub repository. Just paste the curl URL and hit enter. It actually detects your device automatically. See this? It found my Adreno GPU right away. It even checks whether you're on Samsung, Xiaomi, or another brand, and then installs the correct drivers for your phone by itself. So right now, this script is doing everything automatically. It's installing Linux, setting up the desktop, configuring GPU acceleration, and preparing the system so it's ready to use as soon as it finishes. This part can take around 8 to 10 minutes, depending on your internet speed. So I'm going to fast forward this part, and I'll see you once it's done. And there you go. Everything is installed and ready to go. Now, to start the Linux desktop on your Android phone, the first thing you need to do is open the Termux X11 app and keep it running in the background. Once that's open, switch back to Termux and run this command, /start-hacklab.sh. This command starts the Linux desktop environment and connects it with Termux X11 so everything launches properly. After running the command, just give it a few seconds. The Linux desktop will start loading, and you'll see it appear inside the Termux X11 app. And there we go. Linux desktop is now installed and running on Android phone. You can see everything has loaded properly, the desktop is responsive, and GPU acceleration is working. Now, if you want to change the Linux display layout, open your notification panel and tap on Preferences in Termux X11. From there, go to Output and set the resolution mode to Custom. Now you can change the resolution however you like. For example, I'll switch from 1280 by 720 to 720 by 1280 to try portrait mode. We also need to adjust the screen orientation. I'll quickly change that. Make sure the orientation is set to auto, so the display rotates properly when you rotate your phone. And yes, the orientation is now changed to portrait, which looks better and is easier to use. If you want to access your phone's storage, first grant access from App Setting or run this command. After that, start the Linux desktop again and open the File Manager. Go to Home, then open Storage. From here, select Shared, and you'll be able to see your phone's internal storage files right away. Now, if you want to access this setup from your Windows PC, download scrcpy on your computer and connect your phone using a USB cable. Open a terminal on your PC and run this scrcpy command. Once that's running, open the Termux X11 app on your phone, and you will see the Linux desktop appear on your PC screen. And that's it. You've successfully installed a full Linux desktop on your Android phone without root, without VNC, and with real GPU acceleration. If this video helped you, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel, and star the GitHub repository. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.